Hello everybody, my name is Ed Sharkovich. Welcome to Storm Log number 10 of the Scudbuster Diaries Flagler County Storm Chasers. We're going to take a look at several events all wrapped up into one show, starting with the Vortex. Here we are, South 5th Street, Flagler Beach on January the 21st. We are the blue circle right here. Take a look at this line of storms coming in almost like a train, looking towards the west, right over the 7-Eleven. Take a look at this vertical appendage. It started off just like this. A few minutes later, it developed another thing right on top of it. And a couple of minutes later, here we go. It's looking like it's starting to twist and turn. Let's take a look at the video. As the camera starts to pan up, you can start to see the vertical nature of this. And looking at the very top edge of the screen, right about here, is when the first twists first start to appear. Taking a look back down, as the camera goes down toward the ground again, it does not appear to be touching. Very interesting. We took the video, we took the photographs, and we sent them off to the National Weather Service in Jacksonville and to Flagler County Emergency Management. None of us had really ever seen something quite like this before. After a couple of hours, we got an answer back. They called it an upper level low vorticity. It was not a funnel cloud, not a tornado, not a wall cloud, but it was actually a vortex coming from a passing upper level low that was driving those lines of storms through the area, and there wasn't enough of an updraft to actually cause it to turn tornadic. So you can see between the top yellow and the top red arrow, some twisty turny stuff happening. Right down in this area here, the same kind of thing. Down towards the bottom, these last two arrows, some rotation, but it wasn't strong enough to develop into anything threatening, but kind of a unique, rare event, and we're glad that we saw it. January the 22nd, the National Weather Service in Jacksonville issued a patchy dense fog advisory for Flagler County, and as we ventured out that morning, we saw the stage being set for the appearance of Fogbows. Here I am at Town Center. You can take a look across this lake. Palm Coast City offices are right here, and looking between here and a third of the way across the building, you can see a very faint white arch. It's a fogbow. Taking a look at A1A, Jeff Majewski caught it even better. You can see it coming from Veterans Park, arching over the palm tree and then touching down on the beach and up by the C. Como No Inn, right across A1A. Monique Futch caught this one really well. You can see how well defined it is. Fogbows will make an appearance whenever you have fog in front of you, a clear area behind you, and the sun at a pretty low angle. They're related to rainbows, and if you take a look at Storm Log number 5 on social media, you will learn all about how they can form. Let's jump ahead to January 29th. We're going to call that the rain event because we had quite a bit of it early. Take a look at the time, 4:36 in the morning. Flagler County Skywarn sends an alert out over GMRS radio, wakes me up. Take a look at the radar, and man, it is coming across strong and hard. You can see my location right here in the blue circle. I'm up in the Indian Trails section of Palm Coast, and the National Weather Service immediately sends out a flood advisory for the county and a severe weather alert, expecting winds of 40 miles an hour, very heavy rain, and flooding. Jeff Majewski and I went out into the weather to start to monitor the storm. You can see both of our locations here on radar, and from both the B section and down in the P section, some pretty strong lightning flashes taking place. All in all, the rain totals for this event were approaching 3 inches, quite a bit. Let's take a look at some video footage from around the area following it. Here we are coming down A1A in Flagler Beach. You can see how A1A is just about completely submerged over. This is what 3 inches of rain will actually do. In Palm Coast, we had the same kind of situation, a lot of standing water in many different spots. January 31st, the last day of the month. Another cold snap comes. We are having a winter so far, aren't we? Frost was everywhere. Waking up that morning, it was 35 degrees at the F section weather station, and driving around these cars right here on State Route 100 across from Flagler County Airport, covered in frost. People's yards had it, some roofs had it. It's been winter for sure. Let's backtrack to a little bit earlier that morning. We had a unique celestial occurrence take place. Full moon, blue moon, blood moon, lunar eclipse. These were the stages as seen from the top of the State Route 100 bridge in Flagler Beach. You can see right here at the beginning, over the course of about a half an hour, things started to get covered up as the shadow of the Earth fell upon the moon. And as that moon dropped on the horizon, came pretty close to the tops of the trees on the other side of the park, on the west side of the Intracoastal Waterway, things started to fade out. The moon was about half covered, worth getting up for, even though it was 43 degrees and windy on the top of that bridge. Pretty cool nonetheless. In 2017, there were 77 weather events that we responded to and reported about. This year, we are at the end of January, and we've already hit 19. A lot of them haven't been very dramatic, but weather is pretty cool, especially in Flagler County, where we have a Doppler radar visibility issue. Because of the distance between the Jacksonville Doppler Tower and the Melbourne Doppler Tower, the curvature of the Earth causes the radar beams to intersect at a very high angle over the entirety of Flagler County, leaving a blind spot. In the northern half of the county, this blind spot goes from the ground up to 5,000 feet. In the southern half of the county, it goes up to 10,000 feet. Our group of volunteers go out into severe weather to report as it develops directly to the National Weather Service and Flagler County Emergency Management so that warnings and advisories and code red alerts can be sent out to you. We love all kinds of weather, but we can't be everywhere at once, so we're asking for your help. If you witness these following things, give us a call. Let us know. We're looking for wind damage, flooding, dense fog, lightning strikes, tornadoes, waterspouts, beach erosion, and hail. If you see any of it, send us a message. We'll send reporters and photographers out to take a look, to document everything so that we can send that information off to the National Weather Service and Flagler County Emergency Management. And who knows, it may even show up here. Take a look at the Flagler County Emergency Management's website. Go to flaglercounty.org/emergency. We're at the very beginning of this year's weather season, and getting yourself ready and prepared now is very important. Take a look at their website. They've got all kinds of great advice. On Facebook, you can follow Flagler Weather Info. That's put together by Flagler County Emergency Management. And Bob Pickering does his weekly or more Flagler weather updates, letting you know what the impact of weather on Flagler County is going to be. You can follow us online at edsharkphotoimages.com/Scudbuster Diaries. We have all kinds of great galleries, photography galleries, that will show you our past storm chases. As the weather is happening, you can look for us on Facebook Live at the Scudbuster Diaries Flagler County Storm Chasers Facebook page. You can watch our past episodes both on our YouTube channel, on Flagler County's YouTube channel, and Friday nights at 8 p.m., Flagler County Television carries our show, Spectrum Channel 492. If you're ready to start getting involved with helping your county and your fellow residents out, take a look at Flagler County Assist React. It's a great group of dedicated volunteers that go out into emergency situations to assist law enforcement and other first responders, as well as Flagler County Emergency Services. Follow them on Facebook, Flagler County Assist React, a great group of people to belong to. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.